Up all
Welcome to
my
the Minga.
Mingas.
Okay. What's up, all my Mingas? Welcome to the Minga Sports Podcast. I'm Nacho.
I'm Garuta.
Yeah, as the title may have led you to believe, it certainly was a week.
There was a week did happen.
Football was played in said week, which was the previous one to now, which was last week.
Yeah.
Week 13 of football.
Yeah.
Great. So let's.
All right. Let's. Before we get into NFL, college football
Yep.
does exist. I follow it at least. I don't know if Nacho does.
A little.
Okay. The playoffs. The playoffs was released. The rankings. Bama took over number 1 from Georgia. Michigan went to number 2, or stayed at number 2. Georgia dropped to 3, and Cincy stayed at 4, which basically shows that the playoff committee just hates Cincy and wants them to lose in the first round to Alabama. So yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Other than that, Heisman candidates were announced. Aiden Hutchinson going up against Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, and Kenny Pickett. Pickett and Stroud basically have no shot. I've determined that. Bryce Young's probably going to win it. Quarterback from Bama.
Yeah.
Just because quarterback. So he's going to get jerked off by the committee. And then
Even
Aiden
though I think Hutchinson kind of deserves it a little more.
Hutchinson definitely deserves it. He's played his fucking ass off. And then he's going to get drafted like 2nd overall.
Yeah, with how like fucky wucky the draft picks are right now, how it's like everybody going back to back. Like it's the Jets and the Giants.
This is probably going to be the most scuffed draft ever. There are no good quarterback prospects. There's Pickett, Desmond Ridder, Matt Corral out of Ole Miss, that kid from Liberty, and that is about it for quarterback prospects. I can't name any more. I probably could, but I don't. My brain isn't working. Because Bryce Young isn't eligible yet, and I don't believe CJ Stroud is eligible yet either, but I could be wrong. Let me check that real quick.
Mm-hmm. The rankings have or the picks have flipped at least. It goes Lions, Jags, Texans, and then Jets, Giants. So
Nice.
y'all aren't like get back-to-back pits, but nearly.
Yeah, CJ Stroud is a freshman.
Yeah,
so he's definitely not eligible.
And you need 2 years of college, right?
3.
Oh, I thought it was 2.
Or 2 years in a redshirt year technically.
Okay.
But it's 3 years of college. But yeah,
Eagles still have back-to-backs.
From Miami or from
their Miami is number 12, and then they're 13.
Yeah, okay. And then the Colts pick is slowly rising. Because they are getting the
Colts
pick.
The Colts pick is at 17 right now.
Yeah, they're getting that from the Carson Wentz deal.
It'll be more than that. Or it'll be a higher pick than
I think Colts
17
make the playoffs. So
because it goes 17 from the Colts and then 18, and the Colts are gonna do better than the Steelers.
No, it's literally 18 is the playoffs. Yeah, 18 is when the playoff teams start drafting.
Yeah,
and I think the Colts are gonna make the playoffs. So, let's get into talking about the games. Game recaps.
Yep.
All right. As always, we do best and worst. And we always start out with the best, because winners go first. My best was Tampa Bay and Atlanta, and this is really because this week kind of sucked. As the title says, this certainly was a week.
Yeah.
And Tampa Bay Atlanta was probably the best game. It was a really close first half. The Falcons' rushing attempts are very good with Cordero Patterson and Mike Davis. And Russell Gage and Kyle Pitts got involved a little bit. They're, pretty good, and Matt Ryan's always consistent. And the Falcons defense did not play too shabby in the first half, at least. But then in the second half, the Bucs defense picked up and pitched a second half shutout, I believe. And Brady just decided to have a fantastic day of football, going 38 for 51, 368 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick. And it was a pick six. But it was also at
wasn't it was a big boy pick six? Line.
Yeah. Yeah, it was gonna be batted down, but he just kind of snatched it and ran 4 yards into the end zone.
But you were right about the second half shutout.
Yeah, I know I was. I watched the recap of this game. But close game between rivals. I think the score doesn't do it enough justice. 13 points. It's 2 scores. It's not a lot, but it felt like a 1-score game, and I felt like the Falcons were playing it like a 1-score game. But Atlanta goes to 5-7. I don't think they're too far off from snatching the 7th seed in the NFC.
Oh, it ain't hard.
It is. Yeah, just because of how weak it is, but I think they got a shot.
They have a semi-hard rest of the schedule.
Do they? Let's check it.
Panthers, Niners, Lions, Bills, Saints. So
they got Panthers, Lions are wins. Maybe the Saints, because the Saints kind of suck now.
Yeah.
That moves them to 8-9. That's a fringe playoff spot in the NFC.
Yeah.
The only division where a losing record could get in. Let's be real. But yeah, that's my best. Brady popped off.
All right. So my best was, and it was, not a lot to choose from, but Chargers at Cincy against the Bengals. I had the Bengals winning this game just because the Chargers have been shitting the bed recently. But Justin Herbert was like, "Oh wait, I can play football," and he went 26 for 35, 317 yards, 3 touchdowns. I mean, he had a pick, but our notes, it was not really his fault.
Yeah, that was not his fault. Yeah, Burrow had a pick that wasn't his fault either in this game.
Yeah.
That Jamar Chase, poor guy.
On the Chargers, Mike Williams had a pretty good day. 5 receptions, 110 yards.
Jeez, what's that average out to? That average is
22.
Out to 22? That's insane. Eckler, 14 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown, but 2 fumbles.
The Chargers and the Bengals are so similar because they either dominant, because they've had dominant games, and they've also had games where they were just like, I'm the Bengals.
The Bengals are the only team to win this season who could win with 41 points and then the next week lose with 41 points, lose 2 41 points.
Yeah,
and that's what happened. I don't know. These teams are both. They're either super hot and dangerous to play, or they're super cold and is a free win.
Yeah, they won by 41 last week.
Yeah.
Or won with 41.
With 41. Yeah, I'm looking at the scoring summary for this game. So Chargers, touchdown, field goal, touchdown, touchdown. So they're up 24-0. All right. Then Bengals, touchdown, touchdown, halftime. Bengals, field goal, touchdown. So it's 24-22. And then fourth quarter comes, and it's just Chargers touchdown, touchdown, field goal. So the Chargers really almost blew it, and the Bengals had a really good shot going into the fourth quarter, but I do not know what happened. I watched the highlights on NFL YouTube page, and this game was just it seemed like anything could have happened. Like they had the ball 1 minute, and then like the Bengals had it the next, and then it seems like they're driving, and then all of a sudden the Chargers have the ball, and it was a very strange game.
And what I think people neglect is these two quarterbacks are in their second year. Yeah, they're playing like studs.
Same draft class.
Yeah, they're in their second year. Neither of them had a full season. I mean, Herbert started like, was it 3 games, 4 games in? But still,
I think it was 3 games in.
Yeah.
He was forced to.
Joe Burrow didn't get to finish his season. I forgot how many games out. It was like 5 or 6 or 4.
I think he only played 11 games.
Yeah. So
that would make it. Yeah, that would make it 5.
Neither of them. They've both had around the same amount of play time. And they're in their second year, and if you want your quarterback to be great, they're gonna need a long time to develop. I mean, like, yeah, you think Tom Brady won a Super Bowl in his like first year as a starter, but he also sat, and then he also continued to get better.
Yeah, well, to be fair,
it is hard.
That Rams Super Bowl, their defense were studs. Yeah, Brady like made some good plays, but they were studs. And Brady that season, he was either throwing 3 touchdowns or 3 picks. There was no in between for him.
Yeah, rookies, give them a couple years before, let them be like known as a veteran before you're gonna start judging them. You want your guys to start being studs immediately, and I mean you can see that in receivers. The rumors about Jamar Chase, being a bust, and then he started up to be a stud, but it's also because arguably not as hard as quarterback. Yeah, you're just throwing the ball, but you have to have so much game knowledge and know the playbook and study the defense and read the defense.
And that's why Mac Jones is so good, because Mac Jones knows how to do that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm speaking on behalf of the Patriots fans. Mac Jones is probably one of the smartest rookies the game has ever seen.
Yeah. And it takes a lot to be quarterback, so you can't expect a lot. And you do now from Herbert and Joe Burrow, because they're household names at this point. So you expect a lot from them.
Yeah, but they are by no means veterans. Once they get off their rookie contract, then
I'd say you can talk if they're like garbage at that point.
Yeah, and that's how it really should be for a lot of players, unless you're like obviously not seeing like production out of a player. Then you can, like, once they switch off their rookie contract, that's when you can start being like, okay, this guy is a veteran. He's just kind of but whatever. Or this guy is really great. He can definitely improve and progress as a player.
Yeah. But it doesn't happen like that, because most teams have a win now mentality, and the media wants a story, and people who aren't too into football and who are just like, who don't watch most of the games and only watch their team are like, oh yeah, this guy sucks because CBS Sports said they suck.
Yeah.
So that's all I have to say about that. I mean, 2 inconsistent teams, going back to the game, that they're both 7-5. Who knows what's gonna happen with either team? They're both their quarterbacks are playing inconsistent, but I think you just gotta wait that out. Honestly, that's just like gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. I don't think both of these teams can make the playoffs. Is that too bold of a prediction? I don't think both of these teams.
Both of them.
Only one of them will make it.
I mean,
because the AFC is stacked.
Yeah, the AFC is difficult.
When you think of current wildcard teams, you think of the Bills. The Bills are probably going to get in. I think the Colts are going to get in. I think a lot of people are not buying in on the Colts as much as they should.
I am. After Jonathan Taylor's performance, I was like, Colts are great.
especially after this week. And even last week they lost, but by a touchdown to the defending champs. Like, so I think the Colts are gonna make it,
and
then
then
that leaves
one
one of
spot,
these
yeah.
two. That leaves one of these two teams.
And everybody, and I see I see a lot of talk about the Dolphins squeaking in. I don't think they are,
I
but
think the Dolphins are just hot right now. I don't think they're gonna find their way in. I think Pittsburgh maybe has a shot.
Pittsburgh does have a shot, but I don't think they're gonna.
That tie that they had is really gonna fuck things up.
Oh, Bengals rest of the schedule is kind of difficult. Let's look at the Chargers.
It's probably all
The
divisional
Chargers
games.
are making the playoffs over the Bengals.
Yeah.
Chargers got Giants, Chiefs, Texans, Broncos, Raiders. So a couple of divisionals. Bengals
Okay.
got Niners, Broncos, Ravens, Chiefs, Browns. Only one of those is a gimme at this point.
That's not terrible. Well, I don't know. I think a lot can happen in a couple of weeks.
I've given up on the
And
Browns, was my implication there.
yeah, I've given up on the Browns too. I think their time is over. What are they? Are they 6 and whatever?
They are 6-6.
6-6. Yeah. Not
And they
terrible.
have a hard schedule.
Oh, do they?
Ravens, Raiders, Packers, Steelers, Bengals.
Oh.
They are going to be, what is that? 6-11?
6-11, yeah. I saw something today that said Pittsburgh is currently underdogs in every one of their games.
Shut up.
And they play the Browns, and I'm like, how are they underdogs in the Browns? And it's also like 5 weeks out.
Steelers
4 weeks out.
Oh, Steelers are gonna lose.
But the Steelers have a tough schedule.
Vikings, Titans, Chiefs, Browns, Ravens. Yeek.
Yeah, that's a tough schedule. Speaking of Pittsburgh, let's go to the worsts. Because I have Baltimore, Pittsburgh in my worst.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this game was close, but it was also terrible. So the first quarter, I think the Ravens got the ball first. And they were driving downfield. They were looking pretty solid. And Lamar just throws a pick in the end zone. And I thought that was kind of funny. I kind of laughed. Because they ate up so much clock. They were doing great with maintaining ball control, and then Lamar just throws it, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. Then second quarter they score, then Pittsburgh kicks a field goal to round out the first half. The only score in the third quarter was a Justin Tucker field goal, and then all of a sudden the scoring starts. Pittsburgh touchdown, Baltimore field goal, Pittsburgh field goal, then touchdown. And then a touchdown for Baltimore with 12 seconds left. And John Harbaugh says, go for 2. Go for the win. Don't play for overtime. We know our kicker can make a PAT. Let's challenge the team. And Lamar, that was a tough throw to Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
I think he should have floated it more. He was more open if he had floated it in and had him sort of catch a fade. I think it would have been more successful, but he kind of bulleted right to his chest where it would have been, and he kind of had to reach out for it. So I don't think the throw was entirely there. But the point is they lose by 1 because they don't kick the PAT. And a lot of people were like, what the fuck? Why? Just play for the tie and then go into overtime against this team. And then John Harbaugh went into the press conference after the game. He's like, our team's beat up. We don't want to put these guys in overtime. We're out of cornerbacks because Marlon Humphrey got injured. Marlon Humphrey got injured, their star cornerback. Their only remaining cornerback. So, yeah. They're like, fuck it. We win now or we don't win. And they decided to not win. And I'm not saying that's the reason it was a bad game. It was just a really shitty 3
It was just
quarters.
a shitty game. Yeah.
It was a really shitty 3 quarters with bad offensive play. And then the fourth quarter, just eruption of scoring. And all right, whatever.
I loved I saw someone pointed this out. Big Ben had like a great throw. Like, it was a long pass and it was a dime, and I forget who, but they dropped it. And it was like the best it was like the best throw of the season, and it wasn't like Ben had a perfect ball and it was dropped. And then the next throw was like a 2-yard because his arm ached.
Yeah, he probably threw out his arm with that throw.
A real Cam Newton.
Yeah. Deontay Johnson had a great game. 8 receptions for 105 yards and 2 touchdowns. That accounted for about half of Ben Roethlisberger's yards. He went to 235, 21 for 31, and then those 2 touchdowns. Najee had 70 yards out of 20 carries, so not great, but not terrible. After all the talk about the Ravens running backs, Lamar had led the Ravens in rushing with 55 yards, which is shockingly the same amount that their leading receiver had. Overall, the Ravens offense kind of played like shit. The Ravens, as of late, have been looking like shit. Like,
yeah.
They scored, like, everyone's talking about how explosive their offense is. They scored in their last 5 games, or their last 4 games, 19, 16, 16, 10. Like, you can't score, like, they didn't score 20 against the Dolphins, Bears, Browns, and Steelers.
And I know that they've been like huge playoff talks, and I know the beginning of the season, Lamar was just honestly playing Madden. Like his jump throw, and just he was running all over the field. He was actually just playing Madden, and now it's just a crumbling team.
Yeah, well, they started with an overtime loss against the Raiders. And like everyone's like, okay, this offense looks pretty good. It was a high scoring game. And then they went on a 5-game win streak against like some quality opponents. Like the Chiefs, they ended the Broncos winning streak. They played the Colts and the Chargers. Like, those are some quality opponents.
Yeah.
And then recently, though, like, they put up 17 against the Bengals. They barely won against the Vikings. And then they lost to the Dolphins. Didn't put up a lot, but got the win against the Bears. Didn't put up a lot, but got the win against the Browns. 2 mediocre teams. And then this loss to the Steelers is really questioning some playoff implications. And I think, you know what? I think that's the only way Cincinnati
makes it if they win the division.
I think if Cincinnati wins the division, then they that would be a better route than
it's only one
that 7th wild.
It's only spot. 1 game off. Oh, and the Ravens, they play Browns, Packers, Bengals, Rams, Steelers.
So they're probably gonna the Ravens are probably gonna lose to the Packers and Rams. Lamar cannot figure out Pittsburgh, so I'll put that as a loss. And I think the Bengals game is gonna be close.
I think it'll be. I think the Bengals will like that. That's a playoff implications right there. That's a must win.
That is a must win for both
because
teams.
It's a divisional.
Yeah, the Ravens already lost to the Bengals earlier in the season, 41-17, like a blowout loss.
Oh yeah.
So I think, I don't know. I think the Ravens might have to worry about squeaking in now. Ooh. And now they're down their best cornerback for the season. Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, the Bengals isn't that bad because it's only Niners, Broncos, Ravens, Chiefs, Browns.
Yeah, if the Bengals go on a hot streak, like they make it, they win.
Yeah,
the Niners is winnable, Broncos is winnable, Ravens is winnable, Chiefs. and then the Browns are winnable.
The Chiefs is either they're gonna get blown out or they're gonna blow out the Chiefs.
I'm not counting out Kansas City ever.
No,
I don't think you're allowed to count them out when they have Patrick Mahomes on the field, and he hasn't even been the one like stepping up recently. Their defense has looked stellar the past few games. Hold the Broncos to 9, the Cowboys to 9, the Raiders to 14, the Packers to 7. Like, after that Tennessee game, they're on a 5-game streak right now. They could close out the West pretty easily.
Man, I'm just hoping that the Pats can hold that 1 seed. Because if we don't,
really want that bye.
Yeah, because if not, we might have to play the Chiefs.
Yeah, no, I don't think you would.
Would we not?
Well, I'm gonna count you guys in as winning the division, and if the Chiefs win the division, then you guys don't have to play them in the first round.
Oh, true. I was thinking if we lose the division to Buffalo. Let's see.
I think after last night, you guys.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The Bills play the Bucks, which then they go Panthers, Pats, Falcons, Jets.
Oh, that is tough.
All our games are Patriots have Colts, Bills, Jags, Dolphins. So I'm gonna say 2 are gimme. The Colts and the Bills is a must win.
I wouldn't even call the Dolphins game a gimme anymore. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, it is something.
It depends if they're still hot or not.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Went on a whole rant on playoffs. But continuing my worst game of the week was Dallas, New Orleans. Dallas comes away with the 27-17 win. Taysom Hill gets to start this game. And then he does it with 4 interceptions, which I can't remember if it was 1 or 2 of them that were not his fault. But I
think it was only 1 of them. I thought 2 of them I thought 3 of them were like
minimum of 2 were like, what are you doing? I'm pretty sure he was the lead rusher for this game, for at least for his team.
Yeah. I believe so.
Yeah, he was for 101 yards. So I guess he was the lead rusher for the game.
How did he get 101 yards? Oh, he had one big run.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
But he ran a lot.
Yeah.
Like, whenever something looked a little hanky, he would just go, oh, gotta run.
Yeah, it says 11 carries.
He went 19 for 41, but still with 246 yards.
64 yards.
64, thank you. 2 touchdowns. Yeah.
And then the 4 picks. What a weird stat line.
It was just like I wanted Taysom Hill to, get paid, show himself as a quarterback.
He's already getting paid. Did you see that extension he signed?
No, but he gets paid more if he's a quarterback.
Oh, does he?
Yes. Which is why I'm saying that. He gets like 40 million more.
Huh.
Because what is it? It's like a 50 million and then plus 40 mil if he's named a quarterback. I don't remember if it's the starter or just like the backup. I think it might have been like if he fills the starting role.
Let's read this article. What is his deal? 22.5 million in guarantees.
Yeah, if he's the starting quarterback, he gets 54 more million.
Oh god, that's a lot. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but it's a 4-year 40, so
no.
Like without. But
Yeah,
if he's a
that's
quarterback,
tight.
it's a 4-year 94, which is a lot of money.
Yeah, so now Sean Payton's gonna be like, we're not gonna play him at quarterback anymore once Jameis comes back.
Yeah. Well, that's certainly if he's not going to be named the starter. There's no way.
Nah, not over Jameis. Jameis being gone makes us realize how much he actually was good.
Yeah,
Because the Saints are now 0-5 without Jameis Winston. That's a crazy stat.
and I mean, you got to give Taysom like another game. It's hard to say, but like I want to give him another game before I'm like harsh on him.
This
But
was his first game back after like concussion and
yeah,
like this was his first full game back. So yeah, I give him a little slack against Dallas, which is a better team in the NFC, but I would expect him to start picking it up more. What's their schedule? Jets, Bucks, Dolphins, Panthers, Falcons.
so he has a little bit of time to show himself.
He
Yeah.
plays the Jets.
He has time to like show himself as a quarterback, which again, after if he does this or similar to this again, I'm gonna be harsh on him. But the Saints obviously saw something if they're offering him 54 more million.
If he's a quarterback.
If he's a quarterback.
It's just because quarterbacks are so valuable. That's the only reason. It's because they don't want to have to pay another guy.
That's true.
And then have him fill up a roster spot when like this dude can just play tight end, kick return, team, whatever, and then also throw the ball.
Well, Taysom obviously believes in himself because he cut weight before the season to be a quarterback.
Yeah.
But honestly, he's given his shot. So if he doesn't make it right now, I'd say he's gonna put weight back on and switch roles.
Yeah.
Or at least just put weight on and then be an emergency quarterback or the backup.
That's like his role. He is more of a gadget player. Like he'll come in the like to run a wildcat play, and then he'll go in 3 times in a half to run the ball on like an option or whatever. And then he'll go in the 4th time and throw a deep shot just to catch whoever off guard. Because he has those abilities. Like he's a great player.
Yeah.
He has the abilities to do almost anything on a football field, but he's not the best at each spot to do that. Like he's not the best quarterback, he's not the best tight end, he's not the best, fullback, wildcat player, whatever. But he is good and he can do a lot more than a lot of other players. So he's valuable to keep around.
That's true. You got to give him a lot of credit for the amount of skill. People train throughout high school and college just to play receiver or just to play tight end. He can play everything.
One spot.
He can do anything.
He's probably on the depth chart like 4 times.
You know what? I kind of want to see that now. I want to look at the Saints depth chart if he is in different places.
He's only on it once.
Oh, I guess he's in the quarterback right now. So
yeah. When he's in the starter role for quarterback, he's nowhere else. Man, the Saints are so injured.
Yeah, I know. I just looked. They don't have like any receive. They have 4 receivers because Michael Thomas is not in, and Deontay Harris is suspended.
Yeah, I just saw that, and I'm like, what happened?
He got a DUI.
He got arrested for a DWI in July.
Or DWI, yeah.
So he's suspended 3 games. Michael Thomas is out. So who's that? Who steps up now? Lil Jordan Humphrey. Yeah. Kamara's still questionable. Even Taysom's questionable. Who's at tight end? Jawan Johnson.
You gotta save. Well, that's just because he hurt his finger. Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
So
did Joe Burrow. Did you see that Joe Burrow?
Oh,
injury?
his pinky is huge.
That was a gnarly injury.
But you gotta wait till Kamara is fully healthy. You can't risk it. He's such a
Oh
good
yeah,
back. You cannot risk it.
he is such a valuable player because he is one of those players where he's not just good at getting handoffs. Like he is a great receiving back. I would put him and Christian McCaffrey as the top 2
Yeah,
receiving backs in the
he
league.
destroyed the Patriots. We couldn't do anything against him.
Yeah,
In our
like
game,
when they're
we couldn't do anything.
when he's healthy, he's dominant. Like he had that Christmas game last year where he had 6 touchdowns?
5 rushing.
Was it 5?
He might have had 6. Pretty sure it's 5 rushing.
I'm pretty sure I played against him in fantasy that week and then lost. I was very upset. But yeah, Dallas beats New Orleans, improves to 8-4 in a not good game.
No, it was 6 touchdowns. You're right.
Yeah, it was 6. Yeah. Let's move on to our favorite segment. Fan voted
favorite segment. That certainly was a game.
So we had a different game in mind.
We originally had put, or should we say that?
Yeah, we had originally put Minnesota and Detroit.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah. And then we were both in the call, ready to start the episode. And we're like, neither of us have watched this game. So let's go watch the highlights. And man.
It certainly was a game.
I encourage everyone listening to go and watch the Week 13 highlights for Seattle and San Francisco. Because, boy, that was a game.
Holy shit.
I think I was laughing my ass off through half of this game. Like,
I think watching it live, I would have been in tears from laughing.
Watching it live would have been because it would have been drawn out.
I guess, yeah.
Watching it squeezed into a 14-minute video was just so hysterical. For no good reason.
So many bad plays.
What, 6 turnovers was it?
It was 6, 3 by each side.
Yeah, there were some bad interceptions, like really bad.
Jimmy Garoppolo had 2 where he just threw it to a defender. Like his receiver was behind the defender, and it's not like the defender made a play. The defender was in front of the receiver before he threw, and then was just like, "Oh, for me."
That was the Bobby Wagner interception. Yeah, Bobby Wagner's just standing there, covering his zone, doing his own thing, and then all of a sudden there's a ball in his hands. Like he was standing there, and then besides there's another really bad pick where basically the same thing happened, but with a safety. And then the other turnover for San Francisco was on the second half kick return. That ball popped the fuck out of his arms, and we didn't think it was a turnover at first, but man, Seattle got in a better position. I think it was Travis Homer who recovered it. He got in a great spot for it.
And we can't forget when it was just, game highlights, and then it switched to Seattle, 2nd and 43. And I'm what the fuck?
Because Russ got strip sacked, and the ball just kept bouncing backwards, and all of a sudden you just see a lineman, an offensive lineman come charging in, cover up the ball, and then they zoom out, and it's just 2nd and 43, which then got shortened to 3rd and 32, and then it got shortened to 4th and 19.
Did it have an ending?
They're they're in field goal range on 4th and 19 after this insane play. That's sick. Shanks the field goal, and it's short.
I don't know how close the field goal was. Let's see.
It was 50.
Missed field goal. It was 56? What?
Was it 56?
This can't be it. Oh, it's because it's not. Where was it? Was it in the... Where was it?
I don't know.
There's only one missed field goal, and it says it's from 56.
Yeah, that was the one.
Oh, no, wait, 4th and 20. Never mind. Yeah, it was a 56-yard field goal. It was short to the right. Not even close. It wasn't going in.
If he had enough leg, it probably would have doinked. It probably would have doinked off the right upright, and it would have doinked in the wrong direction.
Which is less embarrassing than not making it to the goalpost.
He did not have enough leg. It hit the end zone. Like, it hit the back of the end zone.
Which, to be fair, 56. I didn't know it was a 56-yarder. That's.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot. I thought it was a lot closer. I thought it was 50.
Like you make a 56-yard. You're having a great day.
Yeah.
But it was also a bad kick. Like when he was setting up, he just looked like he was standing there, like, okay, you got this. The ball was snapped. He's like, whoop, shit.
Oh, here's my favorite. Here's one of my favorite series of events. So at the start of the second half, here's the how each drive ended. San Fran fumble off of the kickoff, Seattle interception, San Fran safety, Seattle punt, San Fran interception. That is a wild series of events with a lot happening. But what a crazy game.
Yeah. I was like, should we switch this? For that certainly was a game. The fan voted favorite segment of the Minga Sports podcast.
And we certainly should. We certainly did.
And yeah, we did.
Because this deserves it. I think this would be the only game where I go back if I'm bored and watch the highlights. Like, if I want to laugh, I watch this game highlights. It was so funny.
Oh, that should go in a meme playlist.
It should go in meme playlist. But yeah, that's all we got for that segment. So let's just go on to the other reviews. The bye week for Cleveland, Green Bay, Tennessee, and Carolina. So Carolina couldn't lose this week. First game, Arizona at Chicago. Arizona wins 33-22. Kyler Murray and D-Hop return and also dominate. The score, I think, was a lot closer than it really was. The score that showed was a lot closer than the game really was. This game seemed like a blowout. And the Bears offense totally relies on whether David Montgomery does good or not. Andy Dalton had a 4-interception day.
Did he really?
David Montgomery had 90 yards and a touchdown.
I also want to say ESPN predicted the win probability for the Cardinals was 80.9 before the game had started.
Before the first quarter. The lowest it dipped to was, what is this? This is 77. Man. 77. Man. That's heartbreaking. James Conner had a hell of a day. He had 75 yards on the ground and 36 in the air with a touchdown.
I like that he's doing good because he was good
at Pittsburgh.
Yeah, nobody talked about it.
No, he was probably the most underrated running back last year, and just no one talked about him. And then he just quietly walked to Arizona, and no one talked about it. And now I think he's the leader in touchdowns this year, if I'm not mistaken. He leads the league in touchdowns.
I don't know, but he was on NFL Films when NFL does the rookies. What was it, the 17 draft? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Had to have been the 17.
16 or 17.
And they talked about how he had Hodgkin's lymphoma, and he beat cancer's ass. And he got picked really late in like the 6th round.
Yep.
And then he just left Pittsburgh because he saw an opportunity, and Arizona was like, Come on over. Let's have a good time. And he has been dominant.
Yeah, he's been one of their best players since Murray and D-Hop have kind of been in and out of injury. But he has definitely held this team together, and I think he's super underrated. And even still, people sleep on him a little bit, and as a top tier running back.
Yeah, like fantasy next year, he's gonna be a steal in like the third or fourth round.
He can go top 10 easily in points, but no one's gonna pick him up until like the third or fourth round.
Yeah.
So we should do a fantasy show next year.
We should.
All right. Also, Kyler Murray went 11 for 15 with 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. I just thought that was an interesting stat line because you only had Kyler Murray throw 15 passes. How many carries did he have? He had 10 rushing attempts for 59 yards. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Moving on. My New York Football Giants played Miami, and we stunk. We played like doo-doo ass cheeks.
So, Dan Jones was out with a concussion, correct?
No, he was out with a neck strain.
So the man, the myth, the legend, Mike Glennon came in, and he stunk.
No, he started red hot. I think he went 5 for 5, and then he threw a pick in the red zone. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Or no, he threw up a 50-50 ball into double coverage. And so, it got picked. And then, like, at one point, this, like, the Fox has, like, the quarterback stats next to the score, like, at all times. He went, like, 12 for 13. His only, like, incompletion was that one pick. But there were so many, like, there were so many short passes that he just didn't get any yards from it. So he finished 23 for 44, 187 yards and a pick. And he also got a concussion.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's fun.
Other side of the field, Jaylen Waddle, the rookie, 9 receptions for 90 yards. Very good.
He's good.
And then
he got injured in this game.
I don't know.
Yeah, he had to exit with like a knee injury, but it was just like a small strain.
Says he's fine.
He went back out there. Yeah, he went back out there. It's bad when Evan Ingram leads in reception yards this game. He had 61.
I want to ask you a question.
Oh God.
Miami was huge on they made the trade. It's just nothing cleared for Deshaun Watson. Is Tua stating that he's their quarterback, going 30 for 41, 244 yards, 2 touchdowns?
I think Tua, when he is healthy, is good.
When he came back after Jacoby Brissett was playing,
they started their winning streak.
Tua started to be red hot.
Like, Tua is, I've never been totally down on Tua. I've never been like he's a bust, he's not, whatever. He's just been so injury prone. And that's my biggest concern with him. When he plays, he's good. He can be great at times, but he's good most of the time. We talked about this with Herbert and Burrow. You don't expect them to be elite right off the bat. You expect them to develop until they become a veteran. Tua's in the same boat. He was in that same draft class.
Yeah.
Same first round. He can be very good. He can definitely be a quarterback of the future for Miami.
Are you saying he's a franchise guy?
I don't know entirely about like franchise because, the injury stuff will keep popping up. But I think he can be a quarterback for them for I think he can sign an extension with them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'll say. That's what I'll leave it at. He can sign an extension with them and be fine.
I think he's gonna be a Mitch Trubisky type of guy, where Mitch, he started games, he won games, he lost games, he had amazing games, he had good games, and he had bad games. Tua is the same, and Tua is going to become a great backup if a team wants to pick him up for it.
I would consider him more of like a Baker pre this year. Like before this year, I would consider him more of a Baker Mayfield. Like he's good enough at times to where he can carry his team if he has to.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like, it's not all him. It's not his entire team,
Mm-hmm.
So I think he can be a consistent starter if he stays healthy.
That's the thing. It's time is going to have to develop him, and he's either going to get better and he's going to not get injured, because some people just don't get injured.
Yeah. Like some people are super injury prone. Like even like in this
Russ
game,
hasn't missed a start since he hurt his finger, and it's only a finger injury.
Yeah. And like, what is it? He's been in the league since 2012, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 2012 pick.
Yeah.
Looking at the players in this game, Daniel Jones has been injury prone. Saquon Barkley's been extremely injury prone.
Yeah.
But like, can they mold careers while being injured is the biggest question. If I were Miami, I would structure a deal where I'd give Tua more money and incentives if he plays 16 games.
I like that idea.
That's what, if I were in the Miami front office, I would be like, here's your salary. It's good. It's not like extremely like over the top for what he's playing at. It's just below what he's playing at. Here's your incentives, playoffs, make Super Bowl, whatever. Play 16 games in a season, you get a bonus. Mm-hmm. That's what I would structure it with.
Now, how much would you pay a year for Tua?
I gotta look at. I'd have to look at total contracts for that.
Average is like 30 a year.
The average is 30. If the average is
assuming when his rookie contract is up, he's healthy.
Yeah.
And he's better than that. He is now.
All right. So if the average is 30 a year, his rookie contract expires, I'd probably give him a 4-year deal at probably 25 a year.
That's pretty fair.
I'd put it probably at 15 guaranteed, or not 15. So what? 25 a year would be 100. I'd probably put it at 40 guaranteed.
Yeah.
And then give him give him an extra 10 if he, or give him an extra 4 years, $2.5 million per year if he plays all 16 games.
Yeah. That's a pretty fair contract to me.
That's how I would structure his contract. Make it $2.5 million each year in incentives if he plays games, and then add some stuff in, make playoffs, make the Super Bowl, whatever. That's how I would structure his deal if I were Miami.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah, I should work in a front office.
Yeah. ESPN, you want to buy the show?
Well, that is actually just not it, but go off. That is not the same thing.
Nah, you gotta get your foot in the ground somehow.
I guess, yeah. No, this foot's already in the ground, bro. I'm on the Minga Sports Podcast.
Oh, that's true. We're the big dogs.
Yeah.
Hey, Pat McAfee, you want to buy our show so so you can get more views?
Holy shit, Pat McAfee should buy our show. I agree with that. Moving on, next game. Philly played against the Jets, and Minshew Mania struck. And it struck hard.
Oh, yeah.
20 for 25, 242 yards and 2 touchdowns for Gardner Minshew, starting for the Philadelphia Eagles. Uh, a big part of this game was also their rushing attack. 185 rushing yards is pretty good. 120 by Miles Sanders, your star running back who they underused in the first half of the season. Very good. On the flip side, the Jets are very bad.
Jets suck.
The game should have been 33-21, but the Jets missed the first two PATs, and then on their third touchdown they went for two and failed it. So yeah, it is what it is. But Minshew, you think he starts over Hurts now? Because I think there's gonna be. I think Hurts was only out for like a week, and Minshew balled the fuck out. So do you think that there's a quarterback battle now for Hurts?
This is kind of controversial, but I say no.
Really?
I think it still hurts his job.
Interesting.
I mean, he hasn't been putting up he hasn't put up 242 yards yet. Or has he?
Let me check. No.
But also how much he runs and the plays that he makes. I mean, Minshew played against the Jets. He played against the Jets.
That's fair. Really, Jalen Hurts has put up.
He's put up
big yards.
He's put up.
He's put up 326 against the boys, and 387 against the. Oh wait, yeah, that is passing.
Yeah.
387 against the Chiefs when they were abysmal.
And he's put up 82 rushing yards, 62 rushing yards, 71, 69, 77.
Yeah. His
That's a lot for a quarterback.
His totals aren't that bad. His rushing totals are big. But his passing totals aren't terrible. Oh, he's 20. Yeah, he's 22nd. So he's not in the bottom 10.
And I think this just proves how much of a steal Minshew was.
For a 6th round
because
pick?
The Jags got actually swindled because he's not worth a 6th rounder. He's worth more.
Oh yeah. They probably could have gotten, dare I say, a 3rd or a 2nd.
I don't think he's worth a 2nd.
Yeah, well, that's why I said dare I say a 3rd, and then I'm like,
you daren't.
We go bold. Say a 2nd. I still think Gardner Minshew should be starting for the Jags right now to develop Trevor Lawrence and let Minshew get hit.
Yeah, I think that was a terrible. I remember when they switched him, we said this terrible fucking idea because Minshew Mania was a huge thing. Jags fan, he loved him. He was loved in Jacksonville. He was loved. How many T-shirts do they have of a mullet and a mustache in Jacksonville that they had to put on clearance because they got rid of him?
Did you see how crazy he went when he saw some?
Yeah, that was his dad.
No, there was another video of him like doing that with a fan. A fan had his Eagles jersey on, and he kind of went like ape. He was like so hyped for it.
Well, yeah, nobody's gonna be wearing a Minshew jersey in Philly. I mean, realistically, well, we're not Phillies fans.
Yeah, I'm a Red Sox fan.
God, why do I keep doing that? Eagles. I don't know. I've done that, like, I used to do that every episode when we first started.
Yeah, you've gotten better, but
it's because I keep saying Philly.
Yeah. Minshew's counterpart, Zack Wilson. Was this his first game back?
No.
No?
I don't believe it was.
Oh, well. Well, he didn't play great. He went 23 for 38.
Yeah, it wasn't.
226 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. The pick was atrocious. That's all I remember from watching the Jets play. Um, but it wasn't a great game. It wasn't a bad game. It was just okay. There's not a lot really to say about it.
It's more of just a praise of Minshew because Minshew did good.
Yeah. Minshew did good. Praise be unto him.
I hope he gets a job somewhere.
Yeah, I think he could get a job somewhere. But I don't know.
Who needs
I
a
think he'd be
quarterback
like
right now?
a fringe starter. No one. There's a like quarterback surplus right now. And that's why I think that's part of the reason why everyone's looking at this draft class as like mediocre for quarterbacks because they aren't all great and no one needs a
Oh
quarterback.
my god.
What? No. Don't say what I think you're about to say.
Minshew to the Steelers?
That's what I thought you were going to say.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was thinking about who
think about it. Yeah.
No. Minshew. No. I don't like that. I don't know what the Steelers are gonna do about quarterbacks. I could talk about an hour.
Yeah, I could talk an hour about the Steelers just in general.
I hate the Steelers.
Yeah, I dislike the Steelers.
Yeah, you have reason to. Mine is off of pure spite.
It's also
Anyways.
It's Burger King's team.
Oh.
It's because her family is in Pennsylvania, so they're Pittsburgh fans.
Ah, I see. Moving on. The Minnesota Clowns went into Detroit and lost.
Yup.
That's funny to say.
I put clown emojis around Minnesota because
they are the Minnesota Clowns.
How many episodes have you been hyping up Kirk Cousins?
Enough.
And I remember
I don't necessarily hype him up. I say he is league average. He's the league average for quarterback.
No, but he's been playing good recently. Well, past 2 games but
what do you mean past 2 games? He just went 30 for 40, 340 yards and 2 touchdowns, no picks.
Oh, wait, right.
He played good this game. The offense wasn't the problem entirely.
Hi, cat. Uh-oh.
What? Uh-oh.
So my cat has developed a love for my computer and my screens. So
Gunther?
he likes to step on my keyboard, and he's following like the mouse. He likes to tap on the screen. So hopefully he doesn't end the stream. That would be cool.
That would be funny.
Anyways.
So Kirk Cousins did have fumbles. I think he had 2 fumbles in this game, if I'm not mistaken, but they don't show that stat because ESPN poopy bad. But anyways, other than those 2 fumbles, he didn't have a bad game, and Minnesota offense didn't look terrible. The Detroit defense held the Vikings to 6 in the first half. Mm-hmm. And I know I just hyped up the offense and then just said, oh, they only held them to 6. That's just because the Detroit red zone defense is surprisingly good. Like, they held them to 2 field goals right at the start. And then just, like, the red zone defense kind of just clicked. And it was a good game. Shockingly.
Yeah, you know who also had a good game? Jared Goff.
Holy shit, I'm looking at
25 for 41, 296 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. You gotta give him one. It's Jared Goff. He's gonna throw those.
Yeah. Amon-Ra St. Brown caught the touchdown at the end that sealed Minnesota's fate. He had 86 yards receiving. That's not bad out of 10 receptions. But his counterpart, Justin Jefferson, put up 182 with 1 touchdown off of 11 catches.
I don't know why people are so quiet about him. He's playing so amazing.
He should have won Rookie of the Year last year.
Agreed.
Holy shit, he had 16.5 yards per reception this game. That's insane. It's Alexander. I keep thinking it's Anthony Madison. It's Alexander Madison. Filling in for Dalvin Cook, got 90 yards and a touchdown. Pretty respectable. But this, like, Dalvin Cook being out, I think really hurts this offense. Because they could sell the play action so much more when you have Dalvin Cook, who's so explosive and so fast. But Detroit ends their losing streak. Did you see the amount of days?
420? Was it?
No.
I don't know.
No.
I just guessed 20 number.
It was 364 days. Had this game been on Monday night, it would have been a full calendar year since Detroit had won a game.
Dan Campbell got his first win too. So
Dan Campbell did get his first win.
Good on him.
Campbell, the team really believes in Dan Campbell.
Yeah, well, he gets so emotional at press conferences that it's like you could tell he really cares about this team and he's trying his hardest. He even, I love when he called out Jared Goff. He's like, Jared needs to fucking do better.
Yeah, because he's not afraid. He's not afraid to diss his players. I don't think any coach should be. Every coach should be able to call out their players.
Yeah, instead of saying, yeah, they didn't have a great performance, you should say, no, he fucking sucked today. He needs to he cannot play like that.
Exactly. And I think that's why Detroit believes in him so much. And then he got the game ball at the end. It was all fun and whatever. But Detroit gets a win. Minnesota are a bunch of clowns. Their defense did not play well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for that game. On to a blowout. After a close game that ended on the last play, let's go to Indianapolis in Houston, where the final score is 31-0. Houston is mathematically eliminated from the playoffs.
Before the Lions.
Yeah, I was about to say. Before the Lions, before the Jags. Mathematically eliminated. This game kind of sucked. It was just Indy got the ball and then they'd score. And then Houston got the ball and they would if they were lucky, they'd get 2 first downs in their drive.
I forget the possession for Indy had the ball for 41.5 minutes while Houston had it for 18.
Yeah. Houston had 9 first downs. How many drives did they have? They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 drives. Houston had 10 drives and got 9 first downs. The first play of the game was an interception.
And Davis Mills playing quarterback. What do you think about that over Tyrod? Tyrod got benched.
So Tyrod got hurt, I think. If I'm not mistaken.
I thought he got benched.
Hurt.
He is questionable. Why is he questionable?
Because it's Tyrod Taylor.
A torn ligament in his non-throwing wrist.
Yeah, he got hurt.
Yeah.
So they put in Davis Mills. If I were them, just roll with him at this point.
You're mathematically eliminated. Just let him play. Let him learn.
Let him get some seat time. Best way to learn your drive is to get behind the wheel. The best way to learn how to play quarterback, get him the reps. Get him the first team reps at practice. Put him in a game. You're gonna lose anyways. Play for draft pick. let him get some experience if you really want him to be a successful quarterback, whether that's with Houston or somewhere else. But I think his best shot is with Houston, especially if he makes a good impression on them. But they don't have any weapons.
Oh, the Texans?
Houston, yeah.
Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, all right, don't look at their depth chart. Name another player.
On the Texans?
On the Texans offense.
Deshaun Watson.
No, that plays, you know? Another player that plays.
Brandon Cooks.
Thank you for proving my point. Anyways. Wait, they dropped Philip Lindsay?
For why?
Why? Oh, that was the... Alright, whatever, Houston.
Indy having some good players, though. Jonathan Taylor, 2 touchdowns, 32 carries, 143 yards. And as always, not as always, but a lot of the time, their receiving leader, Michael Pittman Jr., 6 receptions, 77 yards, making fantasy owners happy.
I own him in fantasy. Their defense, fucking awesome. I think the Colts defense is the most fun group to watch.
Oh, no.
And this has definitely... Oh, what did you do?
My cat's typing.
Oh, something's on the stream changed.
Yeah. It's the old podcast set. Wingful, nice. I'm not doing funny, Mike. Thanks for your points.
Nerd.
Stop. Don't.
Uh-oh.
So you know how in OBS, like the bars move when you talk? He's getting mad at it. He doesn't like how it moves.
Nice.
No refunds.
Anyways, the Colts defense is the most fun to watch. Because you have DeForest Buckner, Darius Leonard, Grover Stewart, and Kwity Paye, like basically on their line. They are just turnover and sack machines. Then you have Kenny Moore. Kenny Moore, how many interceptions did he have this year? He has 4 interceptions on the year. But he is just a ball hawk. He is electric. Then Xavier Rhodes, Andrew Sendejo, like legit great players on this defense. And they should be winning more games than they should have lost. But they had a tough schedule at the beginning, so I guess it's fair.
Mm-hmm. God damn it, Cat. What a professional production set. My cat is running over my setup.
We got Cat. Moving on. What did you see from the Washington football team against the Raiders? Because I didn't watch this.
Okay.
So you're gonna take this one.
Give me a second. Okay. No. Oh God. All right. So the football team, the defense was actually playing pretty good. The front four, they're out Chase Young, but they were getting a lot of pressure on Derek Carr. And speaking of Derek Carr, he is kind of the only good player on the Raiders right now because everybody else is playing like dog shit. Except
everyone else is playing like dog shit.
Hunter Renfrow
or in jail.
Yeah. Hunter Renfrow is playing pretty good, other than Derek Carr. But that's all I really saw from that game is just Washington's having fun. Taylor Heineke's getting money. He's going to get paid somewhere to be a backup or he's going to stay in Washington. I see this as a opportunity for Taylor Heineke to get overpaid for him to not play. And hey, yo, Minshew to football team?
No.
I'm gonna start putting Minshew anywhere I can now. there's really not much to talk about. It's just both sides just couldn't score because, I mean, they obviously did, but football team only put up 17. Both offenses aren't great. Taylor Heinicke, yeah, he's been pretty hot. He's won 4 straight. He's no Patrick Mahomes. He throws the ball and it works sometimes. So that's all I can really say about that. And then the Raiders have just crumbled from what they were at the beginning of the season, like, oh, they're winning the division easy. No, they're not going to. The Chiefs have come back. And even if the Chiefs didn't come back, they still wouldn't win the division.
Yeah. So, a new development now. The Walter Payton Man of the Year nominees were announced this morning, I guess.
Yep.
Did you see that?
I did.
Oh, why didn't you put it in or tell me? That would have been a talking point.
Because I forgot. And then you just reminded me of just now.
Very cool. One of the names I see is Kenny Moore, who we literally just talked about. I hope Kenny Moore wins it. I don't care about Logan Ryan. I don't know why he's even a nominee. He's injured so many people. I know a lot of people who just don't like Logan Ryan for no reason. I know you probably don't like him. Remember that pick 6 in the wild card game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you do.
I don't want to talk about it.
But yeah, there's some big names. There's usually not this many big names on the list. It's usually all second string players. There's probably 90% are starters.
Yeah, DJ Moore, Denzel Ward, Dak Prescott, Aaron Jones, Tyrann Mathieu, Darren Waller, Lawrence Guy, Logan Ryan, we just said, Jason Kelsey,
Quentin Williams,
Tyler Lockett, Mike
Eric
Evans, Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor. Not Jonathan Taylor, Jonathan Allen. I can't read.
I see 2 names I don't recognize.
Jason Kabinda for the Lions.
Yep.
And
Harrison Phillips. That's the only other name. I know it. Yeah, I know every other guy on here. But wow. Yeah. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun to watch. A big name win. Unless one of the 2 that I don't know wins it.
Which would be funny.
In which case, well, shit.
I really hope Lawrence Guy wins it.
Why?
Because he's a Patriot.
When was the last time a Patriot won Man of the Year, huh?
When
was the last time Patriot won Man of the Year? Has it ever happened? I don't think it's... I doubt it's happened under Belichick. I doubt.
Let me see. No.
No? Wow, what a shocker.
But I would just love Lawrence Guy because I don't know, I want to see a lineman with a little guy on the... Actually, he wouldn't get the...
Is he a defensive lineman?
Oh, God. Uh-oh. Okay, Jesus.
Shout out to Gunther.
I don't know how much of that picked up on my mic. That was my keyboard.
Shout outs to Gunther on the production crew.
Lawrence Guy is a defensive lineman.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyways, back to recaps. Jacksonville went into Los Angeles and got fisted by the Rams. The Jags suck. The Rams ended their 3-game losing streak. Is that significant?
No.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Sunday Night
Football. You don't want nothing else?
No, that's all that game is warranted. That's all it deserves.
Yeah, it's a supposed to be good team versus very
supposed
bad.
To be bad team.
Didn't Odell have a good day?
Odell had a decent day, if I remember correctly. Like he played football.
I believe he did.
He usually does.
It's
crazy.
You're right about that, actually.
He had 2 receptions for 28 yards and a touchdown.
I only saw the touchdown.
He had 5 targets.
Oh. So no wonder he's not getting thrown to. He doesn't catch the ball.
2 for 5, 28 yards with a long of 27. So he had a 1 yard he had a 1 yard pass and then a 27-yard touchdown.
He had a good touchdown celebration though.
Yeah, he got rezzed.
He did get rezzed.
Moving on. Denver and Kansas City. This is another game I just want to skip over. It wasn't like there's nothing happened. Nothing happened in this game. Mahomes is 11-0 against Denver. There's the stat, all right. Kansas City wins 22-9.
Kansas City is back. They won a game. That was it.
A couple games.
I just mean this one in specific.
Oh yeah.
Moving on to my New England Patriots in Buffalo.
The worst weather of the year. It
was like 50-mile-an-hour winds, going from end zone to end zone. It was, Mac Jones went 2 for 3 with like 19 yards, and people are hating on him for it. But that's how Patriots.
That's like not even his decision.
No, I love that he just like did what he was told to do, and then and I mean he's not in the place yet to like refute that.
Yeah, what's he gonna do? He's gonna throw it into 50-mile-an-hour winds, have it go backwards.
Yeah. But Josh Allen, he was 15 for 30, 145 yards, I think.
Yeah.
Which is why there was a couple opportunities I think we could have threw, like into the wind, or with the wind rather, that we could have capitalized on. I think.
You should have just sent like a go route.
Yeah, like, there was a couple of times where it's just like it's like 3 yards. Josh Allen, Mac Jones doesn't have a Josh Allen arm, but
yeah,
Mac Jones can throw for a first down. It's
I think Mac Jones should have just run a 4 verts with the tailwind, chuck it up and just see how far it goes. Just hope like Jacoby Myers or Kendrick Bourne can outrun the DB and then you win. That would have been sick.
It was a run game. This was honestly, the Bills beat themselves up pretty good last night. They didn't play to their best, but also New England's red zone defense is fucking immaculate. So we stopped them in really crucial spots. Their kicker missed. I know once. I don't remember if it was once or twice.
I want to say he only missed once.
But it would have been. Oh, and we started the game with a touchdown. Harris got a 64-yard, I think. And then we went for a 2-point conversion because Bill was like, "Why the fuck would we kick it? It's kind of useless if we're just gonna miss." So we got a 2-point conversion and it worked. Which if we kicked it, we would have been up, hypothetically only by 3. And if Buffalo made the kick, it would have been a tied game. But I also like the fact that Mac Jones was wearing a scuba suit under his uniform, which Tom Brady used to wear a scuba suit. Brian Hoyer, who was Brady's backup at some points, learned that and then gave that idea to Mac Jones, which I think is funny because he just looked like a little Tom Brady in his scuba suit.
Yeah.
Which is actually like a really smart idea though.
Yeah, a lot of people are giving Mac Jones hate. I don't see it. If you're in those conditions, might as well run the fucking ball, right?
Yeah, it's also like you can't from the television or just watching the game, it didn't look like the winds was that bad, but like game clips looked awful.
It seemed a lot worse pregame. Did you
Oh
see
yeah, pregame the goalposts were moving like weeds in the wind.
They Monday night countdown crew, they couldn't set up their like normal desk or whatever, so they're just all sitting like in chairs, and that's the only thing that's their set is. And at one point, Susie Colbert almost just fell over because the wind was that strong. Like, there were papers flying everywhere, and it's like holy shit. But
it was just a difficult game. You can't really prep for this. You just gotta, and we ran the ball, and like, what else are we gonna do?
Yeah, I really like what Belichick said after the game too. Is like we play them in 3 weeks, so we'll have our full passing playbook open because they don't know what we do. They don't know what else we do.
I love that. I also love how he wore a Navy mask before the game.
Yeah, just like triple option all game.
Yeah, a huge troll. N'Keal Harry playing pretty good as a blocker because I mean he's a big dude. N'Keal Harry's like 225 pounds and like 6'4".
Move him to tight end. Switch him and Jonnu Smith.
I was about to say yeah, like thin Jonnu Smith out a lot, but N'Keal Harry, he was just blocking all game. He did a great job. You know, I want to point that out. He did a great job. But yeah, this was pretty crucial for us because we don't win this game, we're probably the 5th seed in the AFC. With the game, we can push to keep the 1. If not, probably the 2.
Yeah, I think you can. I think you guys got top 3 probably.
Yeah,
I think that's safe to say because
I
don't think anyone.
I don't think the Titans are going back.
I don't think anyone's getting out of the North with 11 wins or with 12 wins, because they just beat each other up in the AFC North. And I think you guys can get 11 or 12, and you'll be in front of them at least. But the playoff race this year is gonna be tight. You know, we finished recapping all the games. The playoff race is gonna be very interesting to see, and I think this week the Bucks
play the Bills.
The Packers. What? No, I was just gonna say the Bucks, Packers, and Cardinals can all clinch playoff spots and like divisions.
Oh,
like this is the first week that we can actually like start to put pieces together. But yeah, that's it for the predictions. Nacho went 9-5 last week. I went 7-7, which evens up our records at 76-58. So whatever. Let's go into the week previews. What week is this?
14.
Is it 14?
Yep. I changed it.
Thank you for changing that.
You're welcome.
So Nacho, you wanna read off who's got the buys this week?
Okay, so normally when we format
I format.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, don't take credit.
So normally when Anthony formats our document with all our information and notes, he does the normal abbreviations. Like for the buys, I'm gonna have to remember these on the spot. He put IDC instead of, for Indianapolis Colts. You know, Indianapolis Colts instead of IND.
I normally put IND.
Normally it's just where they're from. He put where they're from and who they are. So Miami Dolphins also have a bye. The New England Patriots and oh shit, it's PDE. I don't remember. We made a lot of these funny before we started. We were laughing very hard. I don't know who PDE is. PDE. Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, they got the buys this week. This was my best idea. And I really didn't think Nacho was gonna realize. And I thought we were gonna get to this point where we are right now, and he's gonna look down and he's gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, but now I'm gonna have to remember all our bullshittery because I'm gonna have to say both teams.
Oh yeah, so we fucked with this a lot too. Like he guessed all of them.
Yeah,
after
I
a lot.
remember. So I changed the Arizona Cardinals, which was AZC, to GEP.
No, you changed it to HBP.
Or HBP, sorry, I read the wrong one, for Hot Place Birds.
Just go
all right, so Thursday night football is PBS. The Pittsburgh Steelers are in MTV. Again, are against the Minnesota. Okay, the Steelers are against the Vikings.
Yep, you got it.
We do predictions here, don't we?
We do predictions.
Oh, my head hurts.
Dude, fuck. What, does your head hurt from looking at this?
Yeah. Do you have the document open for the?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, Steelers, Vikings. Oh, I mean, the Vikings throw games to like poopy teams. Yo, do they throw games to both teams who have a tie? Because they both do.
Think?
No.
No?
Vikings.
You think the Vikings win this game?
You think the Steelers win this game?
No. I'm just trying to create drama, bro. I got Minnesota by 7.
Oh, I was going to say Minnesota by 7.
Oh, well, fuck you then.
By 4.
Alrighty. Alright, let's give this next one a shot.
Alright.
EMR at CDB.
So we got the Baltimore Ravens at
Oh, this one's
CBD. CDB. The
You made this one good. I had it different.
This is not the Bengals one. Who else is a B? Who's a B?
The Bears?
It's not the Bears. It's
the Broncos.
It's not the Broncos. It's
that other one there.
CDB.
The Cleveland Browns.
No, god damn it.
Oh, this is my best work. I'm gonna do this next week too.
Ravens by 10.
Ravens by 10. I'm also gonna go with the Ravens, but by 17.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns is the Browns and not good. All right, this one's easy. You should get this one.
All right. Jacksonville Jaguars against the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, you got it.
Which is TNT. We'll go Titans by. Oh wait, the Titans lost to the Jets, so they have to lose to the Jags too, right?
Surely they have to lose.
Surely they have to. I'll go Titans by. Do Titans have anybody to catch the football right now? Do they have any of those?
Check.
Do they own any of those?
Do they? Let's find out. Where are they? I found them.
Depth chart.
Nick Westbrook, Inkine, Chester Rogers, and Des Fitzpatrick.
Oh my god.
Along with Jeff Swaim and Donta Foreman. With Dontrell Hilliard.
They lost 3.
And Michael Pruitt.
Oh.
They have so many players on IR. Oh, man.
Oh, how's their defense look? Because Titans' defense was a lot of questionables.
15 players on IR for the Titans with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questionable. 9 questionable.
The only thing I see saving this team is their defense, which 5 starters are questionable.
Yeah, and some of them are on IR as well. Like Bud Dupree.
Man.
Dave Cruikshank.
Okay, before... Let's see. Who...
Oh, I didn't even look at special teams. They have a kicker on IR too.
They ain't... Jacksonville doesn't have a lot of injuries. It's just kind of Chark who is important.
Chark's not even important anymore. He's not. He's been ass recently.
So the Titans beat the Jags 37-19 before.
Yeah.
Is it crazy to say I'm thinking about choosing the Jags?
I wouldn't say crazy, more poor advice. I don't know.
Jags by 4.
I think if there were upset opportunity,
Jags by
this
3.
would be the game.
Jags by 3.
Because you got Marvin Jones and Laquan Treadwell who've been doing good. James Robinson and Carlos Hyde are healthy. James O'Shaughnessy has been playing pretty well at tight end. So like the offense isn't terrible depending on what Trevor Lawrence does.
Jags.
It's just they have Josh Allen and Miles Jack, and those are their only notable defenders.
Jags by 3.
Jags by 3. All right.
I'm locking it in.
All right. What's this next one then?
The Las Vegas Raiders against the Kansas City Chiefs. This one was easy. We didn't funny these up.
Yeah. Chiefs by 13.
Chiefs by... Is it possible to get 15? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say... Yeah, I guess.
It's possible to win. Yeah, it is possible to win by any amount.
Yeah. Well...
15?
No.
No?
I think that's too strange.
You think it's hold on. You're talking about you think a score is too strange when the Raiders are playing the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Is that possible? The Raiders and Chiefs are weird teams, bro.
But 15, that's kind of hard. Because there's no way they're going to just go for a random 2-point at some time.
They might.
Yeah, but if they're up, they're obviously not going to. But it could...
What if it happens early in the game? What if they want to assert dominance?
No.
What if it's 2 field goals and a safety?
What if it's 2 touchdown and then a return from a 2-point conversion?
Yeah, what if it's a touchdown and a missed extra point and a safety, and then another touchdown?
Well, I'll just go by
There's a lot of ways you can win by 15.
13. If they win by 15, I'm gonna shit.
What is it? Hey, just letting you know. The Philadelphia Eagles beat the Jets by 15 this week. Literally this week.
Okay, wait, hold on. Wait.
By 15.
Wait. Hold on.
It's because the Jets missed 2 extra points and a 2-point attempt.
Okay, kickers were so dog. That was another good title. Kickers were dog shit this week.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh my god, they did. Chiefs by 16.
All right. Sounds good. Oh, what the fuck did you... I don't remember what you made NSA.
Okay, so we have the New Orleans Saints at the Jets.
That's what it was. All right. Who you got?
Oh my god, because the Saints suck now.
Both these teams suck. This game is going to be awful.
Nah, I'm going to give Taysom Hill. He has like an easy team to play good against.
Yeah. I'm saying New Orleans by 11.
New Orleans by 12.
Pop off. All right. Oh, you got this next one?
The Dallas Cowboys, DCB, at Washington Football Team, WTF, or
Washington Football.
Yeah, Washington, or Wednesday Night Football was what it used to be. That
it used to be Wednesday Night Football.
Does the football team end their losing streak against Dallas? I believe they do.
This is like the big game. Everyone's been talking like this is the game to watch this week in the NFC. I'm like, why? If Washington wins, it's like not that big of a deal. Dallas is still number 1 in the division. And if Washington loses,
it's not that big of a deal.
I'm pretty sure they're still the 7 seed. So it's not that big of a deal.
If the football team wins, it's just like cool. Good.
Dallas
good. Taylor Heineke got a couple bucks.
I want the football team to win. I don't think they're gonna. I think they're gonna lose by 6, but
I'd say they're gonna lose by
the football team loses? I thought you were gonna pick them.
No, I said I want them to win.
You're about to pick them.
No. I said, do they end their losing streak? Yes, they do. 10.
10? Dallas by 10?
Yep.
All right. Oh, this was a fun one.
But yeah, Alf, Atlanta Falcons at CLP. Uh-oh.
So many places start with a C.
Oh, Carolina Panthers, that's right.
There you go.
What a bad game.
What do you mean? This is playoff implications.
They're both 5 and 7.
It's playoff implications. They're not out of it.
Panthers by 9.
Panthers by 9. You have that much faith in Cam Newton?
I do have
Atlanta by 13.
MVP Cam Newton jersey.
Ugh. I'm picking Atlanta by 13. They are just a better team than Carolina.
What was that for?
Ugh. Cam Newton.
Oh,
he stole someone's laptop when he was at the University of Florida. And then spray painted his name on it. And then when he was asked about it, he threw it out a window.
I like him more. Man's got some cojones.
That was when he was Tim Tebow's backup on the 08 Gators, the wildest team in college history.
That's a sentence.
Isn't that crazy? That the first overall pick in 2011 was Tim Tebow's backup in 2008.
Yo, I bet Cam Newton and Tim Tebow are still like tight. Like they still hang out.
They are for sure best friends. All right. We got Sheesh versus the Hexes.
Wait, Cam Newton won a Heisman, right?
Yeah.
Tim Tebow and Cam Newton hang out in the Heisman house?
Holy shit.
Why are there no commercials of that?
Oh, fuck. I just slammed my mic.
All right. We got SSH at HXS.
The Sheesh versus the Hexes.
The Seattle Seahawks against the Houston X's.
Houston Texans.
I'm taking the Seahawks by 21.
By 21?
Yeah, they suck. The Texans fucking suck.
So does Seattle.
Yeah.
I'm saying 14.
You realize the difference between your answer and mine is a single score.
All right, moving on to the 4 o'clock games.
Oh no,
Doyle.
it's Doyle. I don't remember what Doyle meant.
Look at the record.
Oh shit, I wasn't looking. It's the Detroit Lions are fucking Doyle.
The Detroit Lions are Doyle. Now, do you remember Dumb? Airbnb.
It's gotta be Denver Broncos.
Yeah. Who you got?
The Broncos.
By how much?
14? 15?
14?
15. Yeah. Why not? We'll throw it in there.
The winning streak stays alive. Detroit by 3.
Oh no. I will buy a Dan Campbell jersey.
Will you? Can I hold you to that?
No.
Alright.
Because then I'd have to make a custom jersey. And that's more expensive.
No, he played for the Lions.
Oh, I could eBay one. Okay, let me look at. Okay, hold on. Pause.
I'm sure you can find a Dan Campbell jersey.
Number 89. Can I find one of these?
There's a Dallas Cowboys one.
Let me look on eBay. I don't see it. Fucking nobody has one. I don't think anybody owns one for me to sell or for me to buy.
I see Dallas jerseys for Dan Campbell.
I don't want Dallas. I want Lions.
Well, unfortunate.
Unluckers, guess I can't spend my money on a Dan Campbell Lions jersey.
Tragic. All right, what are the next teams?
All right.
Newegg.
We got Newegg, which is the New York Giants, versus the CCB.
What? No.
Oh, I can't read. The SDC, otherwise known as the San Diego Chargers.
I couldn't think of a Los Angeles Chargers joke, so I'm like, fuck it. They're back in San Diego now.
Where they should be, because they had fans. And their fans are very upset.
They didn't have fans in San Diego.
Yeah, they did.
No, even in that stadium, they were empty. Even in San Diego, they did not have fans.
Yeah, but the ones that they did have are upset that they left.
Yeah. All right, Chargers by 10. Chargers
10?
by 17. Oh, I typed in 18, so I guess it's 18 now.
Okay, then I'll take Chargers by 17.
You got it, Chief. All right. Oh, this is a good one.
So we got little S, FRS, the rest caps, San Francisco 49ers at CCB, otherwise known as the Chicago Bears. No, the Cincinnati Bengals. Wait, wait. You sure?
Yeah.
No, that is. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's Cincinnati.
Cincy's. Wait, who?
Cincy's CCB.
Who the fuck is the next one? Okay, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
You changed that
one.
We'll
cross that bridge when we get to it. Bengals by Bengals. You go.
Just fucking pick a number, bro.
5,
that's how I
6,
go.
7.
7? You're gonna say Bengals by 7?
Yes, I am.
I'm gonna say Niners by 6. I think San Fran bounces back, and they beat the Bengals.
All right. Is that bridge? The BBS, the Buffalo Bills at CCB. They're 9-3. CBB.
You changed this.
Who's
You
9-3?
you did this.
Who's
You did this. Do you
who's
need me to change it to what it
no
originally
no
was?
no no? I can do it.
No?
I can do
Alright.
it. Who's 9-3?
Yep.
Oh, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. See,
it was TBB.
yeah.
And then he changed it to C for Champa Bay.
See, I knew it was the Bucks, but I was so focused on figuring out what it was that I forgot that I already knew what it was.
That was a legendary sentence right there. I knew what it was, but I was trying to think of what it was, and I already knew. All right, who wins? You want to win, but who
Bucks
wins?
by I know I'm giving up on Bills Mafia. Fuck you. I want the number 1 seed. I'm getting greedy now that our quarterback is a mini Tom.
Yeah.
Bucks. Also, I think the Bucks are gonna win anyways.
Yeah.
Because Tom Brady's like 23-5 with the Bills. Or
yeah.
Does that math that up? Yes, it does. Wait, does it? Yeah, okay. Shit ass just dropped a steamer. It reeks.
Oh, where? How far away is the litter box from you?
It's just outside my door.
Oh, that sucks. She ever drop one in like the middle of the night and you wake up and you're just like, ugh.
No. Well, there's no other place to put it, so. Oh my god.
I'm gonna say Tampa by
10. Oh.
Wow. Look at us go.
All right.
You remember Gip?
We got the Chicago Bears against the Green Bay Packers. GEP. Packers because Rodgers owns the Packers or the Bears.
Rodgers does own the Packers. That's true.
He bought the Packers.
No, the Packers like don't have an owner. It's like you can buy a share of the Packers and like you can part own it.
Oh, this makes me think. I've seen rumors of Rodgers to the Steelers.
No. I've seen rumors of Rodgers to the Broncos still.
That's fitting. Minshew to the Broncos?
Rodgers to the Giants.
I've seen a lot of Russ to the Giants.
I know.
Do you want Russ?
I don't know how I feel about that. I think I would like it. I think it would be okay. I don't know. I think he would fit schematically with us. Because we run some RPOs and some options with Dan Jones. And I feel like he works well with that. I mean, he's used to working behind a shit O-line. So that's good.
Oh. Okay, Packers by...
I have him by 21.
17?
17. Good choice. All right. You got the last one?
All right.
Ligma at the Place Birds.
Ligma at HPB, which is the Los Angeles Mountain Goats, or it's Goat Mountains.
It is the Goat Mountains.
Against the Hot Place Birds, or the Arizona Cardinals. Another...
The Phoenix Cardinals.
Oh.
That's what they're going to be next week. Just be prepared for another P place. Oh my god, I just realized.
If you switch the P and the H?
No. I'm just gonna copy and paste this, and then we're not gonna know about it for another week. And then we're gonna forget, and we're gonna be so lost.
Alright, I have the Cardinals by the Cardinals by 9.
Cardinals by 9. I am gonna have the Cardinals as well by 14. Just because the Rams have been looking like shit.
Yeah. Like a fresh shit ass steamer.
Like shit ass just dropped.
It like smells warm too.
See, you don't have to be describing it to me now. It's like that was so unnecessary.
Like, can you know what I mean? Like, we can tell how it is. Like, it smells soft.
Stop.
But also, she's been sick lately, so she's probably having the shits.
You might have to put her down.
Oh my god. I mean, she's not mine. That's TJ's problem.
I'm gonna text TJ right now. You have you have to put shit ass.
And then when he asked why, just say that she's shit.
Yeah, okay. Alright, I sent it.
Alright. Well, any hot takes?
TJ just responded. He just goes, "Oh." I don't know. That's it?
Just say, yeah, she's shit.
Yeah. She shit. It's on her ass.
That's how she got her name.
That is how she got her name. Hot take. Fuck. I think my hot take is just gonna be Detroit wins 2 in a row.
Do they? I don't. Who are they against again? Doyle against the Broncos? Nah, they don't beat the Broncos.
I think they beat the Broncos.
I don't know that I have a hot take, really. Pats are on a bye right now. That's pretty cool. I mean, we've been busting our asses for the past 7 games, so we could use a break.
Yeah. Well deserved. Just try to keep momentum out of it would be the big thing.
Yeah, it's against the Colts, which will be a game. What?
TJ, so I said you have to put shit ass down. He just goes, "Oh," and I said, "Yeah, she shit. It's on her ass." So he asked if she shit live on Minga. So he said, "Yeah." He goes, "Very good." I said, "According to you, it smells really bad." His response, "The training is finally working."
Oh.
Oh man.
He like blows a whistle that only shit ass can hear the frequency of that makes her shit.
He's trying to gas you with shit ass shit. Alright, anyways, thanks for tuning into the Minga Sports Podcast this week.
Yeah, very cool. Very nice. I forgot words. Well, thank you all for watching the little podcast that we put on. We appreciate you. We stream it live every Tuesday, hopefully, on twitch.tv/Nacho Live. The O in Nacho is a 0. If you would like to watch it after the fact, we put it on YouTube. And when my lazy ass gets around to it, I put timestamps on all of the games. So if you just want to switch around or flip around to our predictions or hear what we had to say about your favorite game, you just go find the timestamp for your favorite game. If you'd like to listen to this, anywhere else on the go, we put the podcast up on all podcast platforms. Just search up Minga Sports Podcast. Should be there.
Do we?
I do.
Nice. That's sick.
It's not hard. And that's about it. Thank you all for watching. You have anything else?
No.
I'm gonna catch y'all Mingas on the flip. Word the mother.